going to work on those zealots, but it's not doing quite enough good. He breaks down the hatchery. Oh man, he's trying to break through. He's trying to block the ramp so he can't get out. Egg blocks the ramp. Nicely done. So he's going to stop him from escaping. Well, not escaping. Stop him from running down the ramp with those zealots where they could have done more damage to his drones. Instead, keeping those zealots up on the high ground where the lurkers can finish them off. And those lurkers came in just in time right before that attack. And so it's kind of interesting how they're both... He was waiting for the Templar, but in waiting for the Templar, he also enabled those lurkers to get up in time. Very, very, very close call for both players there. Anyway, Violet trying to get his third base up there on the right side of the map. I don't think it's going to work. Lots of lurkers and zerglings coming in here. Killer doing a very good... Yeah, he's forced to cancel. Killer doing a very good job of spacing those lurkers out as he goes in. I think he needs to fall back a little bit here, though. Too many Templar. Good job spacing out those lurkers, but he loses a couple. Oh, it looks like that storm didn't quite hit the front lurker, but he's got an observer there to pick it off regardless. Those lurkers are toast, and without the zergling support, then those lurkers are just basically dead. Well, now they're literally dead. They're dead in many senses, not just basic. Not just basically dead. Anyway, both players about even on supply now, though, but Killer is going to have a huge economy going very soon. I believe Violet still has no idea about this mineral only over there on the left side of the map. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know about that. Another hatchery is going to go up in place, and yeah, so Killer has extra minerals coming in at that left side base, and that is going to enable him to keep a lot of zerglings around the map. He's trying to go in here and tempt some storms. Yes, 2 storms. Is he going to get more? No, but tempting 2 storms from just 10 zerglings is a really good exchange for Killer. I mean, that is 10 zerglings that he loses to 2 storms instead of like 20 zerglings and a few hydras, or that's a couple lurkers right there. So very good trade-off for him, and that's a really good move to do. I think that's something we saw Jelizerg do a lot when he was still playing StarCraft 1. Excuse me while I shed a quick tear. Jelizerg would run in with a group of zerglings and snipe things and just try and draw out storms and kill off the High Templar and that kind of thing. It's very, very good when you have the Hive Tech attack upgrade as well. The adrenal glands. Ooh, look at that. 2 zealots holding the ramp. Holding the ramp. Not for long. Anyway, Jesus, there are lots of zerglings here. And he sees that many zerglings. He's bringing his army back to try and deal with it. But again, at the same time, he's got. I just heard the Korean commentator say shuttle. There it is, coming in there. What is he gonna do? Is it gonna be a Templar drop? Oh no, DTs! Oh man, if that had been an HTs, that would have been really bad. Where are the Corsair? The Corsair is finally gonna go hit that Overlord. Looks like he's gonna lose 1 Corsair. The shuttle's still extant though. So those TTs are going to have their way with this base. Uh-oh, no, more Scourge coming in. Oh, those Scourge glitched their AI a little bit. Oh, that was the best suicide storm ever. It's too bad those lurkers weren't damaged. That would have been awesome. Anyway, DT's going to work on the main base, doing lots of damage, killing several drones. They are finally going to go down, but they did their job. But I don't know if it was really worth that drop, actually. Yeah, 7 kills on those DTs, and like 3 Overlord kills. And I don't think the High Templar got a couple Zerglings also. But in exchange for what? He lost all of his Corsairs, and his shuttle, and DTs, and a High Templar. Really, I think Violet needed to do a lot more damage with that drop, and he just didn't. I think he should have gone in and storm dropped first and gotten all those drones while they were vulnerable. He does have his 3rd base up. Violet has his 3rd base up at the right side of the map, but Killer has his 5th base up in the bottom of the map. Looks like he's going to try and get a 6th on the left side of the map again. Absolutely insane economy here, and I think Killer has his hive up now. It's just going to be a matter of time before he just goes crazy with just massive amounts of units with Econ. I like this, sending him more Zerglings. He's got the money to burn. He's sending in Zerglings, drawing those storms out, making sure those storms can't be used in a frontal attack. It's very, very good job there. Oh no, DT running in somehow. Oh, that was the DT that was snuck in the bottom. He runs back in, gets a couple kills, and runs out again, and Looks like he's going to get a Zergling kill before he dies as well, because those Overlords kind of bulked back before they needed to. Anyway, 132 supply for Violet. He's still got a very decent army running around the middle of the map. Oh man, wasting a storm there actually on not many Zerglings. Burning lots of storms. Where are your zealots, buddy? This is why you need zealots with your army. He just burned like 4 storms on a few Zerglings, and that is going to kill Violet. It's gonna be his killer. It looks like the zealots running around trying to. Oh, I should have looked on the minimap when they were showing Violet's view to see if he knew about that extra base. Anyway, Zealot running around looking for extra bases, just trying to see what's out there. Hive is up. Robotics support bay. Interesting. Very interesting. We're going to see some... Wow, look at that field of lurkers. That is a nice defensive point there. Especially because he doesn't have any damn storms. He keeps wasting his storms on 5 or 6 Zerglings each because he doesn't have zealots with his army. Keep some zealots with your army. There's some zealots finally. If he just had, you know... a few less dragoons and a few more zealots, he wouldn't have lost all those storms, and so now he's just having to sit around. He's made an Archon with some. He's hoping to, and does that zealot still not see that base? I think he might have missed that base again. Okay, now he's going to see this new base coming up. He probably is aware, actually. He's probably aware of that top left base. I'll bet he is at this point. It'd be pretty difficult to conceive of him not having checked that base with all the checking he's doing right now, sending zealots everywhere. But there's just tons of Zerglings. It may be too late. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. A drop is coming in here into the main. Violet's going to have to bring back his army, I believe. He doesn't have the Corsairs to put in the way of that. There's just a couple cannons there. Is he going to catch it off guard? He's going to catch 1 Overlord. 3 Overlords still on the way. This isn't going to be a major drop, but it's going to be significant enough that he's going to have to fall back some of his forces. And are we going to see a main attack as well? Oh, putting down some cannons. Shuttle there. Just a few zealots scares off the drop. So, and it may have just been I wonder if it was a fake drop. That would have been kind of cool. Just to mess with him. But it looks like there's some more units on the minimap there, so he must have unloaded them. Anyway, Reavers are out now, and those are going to be able to do pretty well. I like the choice to include the Reavers in there. It's, you know, if he comes out with any Hive tech, like Ultralisks or Swarm or anything like that, the Reavers are going to be crucial. Absolutely crucial. And you know, they're just handy. I mean, they're fairly good against Zerglings as well. There's the Defilers. Man, look at all that stuff. Killer at 170 supply. Violet also at 160 supply though. So I think no, I'm sorry. Killer's the one at 160 supply. Violet's at 170. So Violet actually has a huge army going on. Reavers just scattered around. Is he going to go for a frontal attack? He's got his army mounted outside Killer's main defense point. There's a big drop that's being put together though. It looks like he's going to try and drop that 4th base. If he does take out that 4th base, he's going to have such an economic lead. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Oh my gosh, he's getting another base up at the left side of the map. This is going to be ridiculous. Here comes the drop. He's trying to get some swarms down as well. There's a Templar though. Is he going to storm his own units? No, he's not, but there's those Reavers in play. The Zerglings trying to go after the Reavers. He has to storm his own Reaver, and the Reavers go down to the Zerglings. Just too many Zerglings. They get in there too quick. He's trying to come over here with his main army to save this, but the Zerglings underneath the swarm are targeting down the Nexus. There's only a few under there, but they do have the Adrenal Gland upgrade. They're going to work. Actually, maybe they don't have the Adrenal Gland upgrade. They don't seem like they're attacking that quickly. Another Reaver drops off. Oh, the Nexus goes down to 250 hit points. I'm going to have to see if I can check in better conditions to see if they do have that Adrenal Gland upgrade. Look at that TT.